What is even a morning routine? A morning routine can be anything you want it to be, really. That can be a face plunge, that can be stretching before you grab your phone, brushing your teeth, washing your face, taking a shower. Anything to start your day off on the right foot. I think I first started doing morning routines back in, I want to say 2017 was the first time I incorporated like not necessarily skincare, but I was washing my face. I was, doing things outside of brushing my teeth and hitting the road. And by washing my face, I mean with skincare products. But it evolved and changed over time. And my routine now, I recently just changed it really. And it helps me start my morning off slow. That's been my thing for this year really. Just starting slow instead of waking up, grabbing my phone, or waking up and just getting to the day. Not moving my body, not having my own thoughts, just getting up and going. So now what my morning routine consists of is activities that will slowly wake my body up to perform the movements that it needs to perform in my everyday life. I recently redid my morning routine. And I want to say this before I explain mine because it might seem extensive, but just when you're creating your morning routine or if you're doing your morning routine, do whatever you can within the time frame that you can allot yourself. If you don't have a lot of time in the morning, your morning routine shouldn't be long or extensive. But if you have time to spare, make your morning routine as long as it needs to be. That being said, my morning routine, I wake up and shouts out to my friend. She helped me incorporate what I'm about to tell y'all into my morning routine. Like I said, I didn't, like I said, I wanted to stop. Alarm goes off. I grab my phone and I just get out of bed and go. So now what I do, the first thing I do in my morning routine is movements. I basically move my entire body. Just simple movements, nothing crazy, nothing strenuous, genuinely just moving to wake up my body from being in one position or stiff for 7 to 8 hours. After that, go to the bathroom, wash my face, brush my teeth. I go downstairs and I make my lemon water. After my lemon water, I do my face plunge, or during my lemon water, before my lemon water. It's either gonna go lemon water or face plunge. And then after that, what do I do after that? After that, I'll basically get ready for the gym. I'll get ready for the gym. And then I'll hit the gym around 8:30 and then I'll run errands if I have to after that. But that's basically the gist of my morning routine. But it didn't seem extensive when I was explaining it, but having all that together, it does take a little bit. I'd say it probably takes me a good, if I wake up and just get straight to it, slowly, of course. But if I do that, my morning routine takes me no more than 30 minutes. And if I have more time to spare, I'll journal, which I have been getting back into and I'm happy about that. But if I have time to spare, I'll journal or I'll prep my lunch. Like I'll cook most of my lunch or as much as my lunch that I can, so I'll have it ready for later. But from the moment I wake up to the gym, That's my time to do my morning routine. That's how I like to start my days off, just slow, controlled, and steady with my own thoughts. I used to just wake up, pick the phone up, go downstairs, and start the day. But now I've learned that a more controlled wake up, a more controlled and slow pace start to your day, it'll do a lot of positive for your mental and your work ethic and everything. You'll feel relaxed, you'll feel focused. At least that's what I've gained from these past few months of doing that. But that was me talking about my morning routine. I'm about to my nightly routine. My night routine, I'm gonna read this a few chapters in this book, maybe a few pages. I don't know, depending on how I'm feeling. But I'm gonna read this, finish out the night, and then I'm gonna wake up and go through the morning routine. Sleep tight. It is currently 5:19 right now. I usually try and be in bed and asleep by 9:20ish, early bird, and wake up at 5. That's a full 7, full 8 hours of sleep, depending on how I sleep. But I just woke up, and the first thing I do before I even grab my phone is mobility. I do mobility to waken to wake up my body and to loosen up my body before I start walking through the house, before I start doing everything. I think that's important because I just spent 7, 8 hours stiff lying in one position or positions for an extended period of time. So just to get the body moving, waking up. I find I find this beneficial, the movements, that is waking up and starting my day before I even touch anything with mobility, waking my body up, getting my body prepared to move throughout the day, basic movements. You'd be surprised how many movements we do throughout the day, grabbing dishes or sitting at the desk at work typing or writing. You'd be surprised how many micro and major movements we do throughout the day, and most of us just get out of bed, alarm rings, get out of bed, and just get to it. Give your body time to waking up. But I'm about to wash my face, brush my teeth, and then make my bed. Right? First accomplishment, first win of the day, small win. Make my bed and then go downstairs, and we'll get to attacking downstairs as well. So I just finished the movement part of my morning routine. Next, I come down here to basically really wake myself up, my digestive system, my liver, my I do the face plunge to reduce puffiness in my face. I do the face plunge to help the vagus nerve, to reduce stress, all of that. That's what face plunging does. I'll put something on the screen to explain a little more in detail. But then I'll do the key. Well, I use key limes usually, but I only have lime today. So warm lime juice, 130 degrees Fahrenheit. Squeeze a half a lime in it, and just sip on that for the morning. That's the only thing that I intake really. Regular water and that one lime water. The initial reason I did or wanted to do this morning routine video is because I was watching a video on YouTube about tips and tricks on how to start your day slow so you can set the rest of your day up for success, especially if you have, a hectic job or anything. But one of the exercises in the video was to recite your morning routine, what you did the day before. Recite your morning routine, but do it backwards. And it went into details as much as grabbing your keys before you head out to the garage or head out to your car. And I tried to do it yesterday for the day before, and I just couldn't do it. And I was like, I do my morning routine every single day. I've been doing my morning routine every single day. How can I not recite it backwards? And it made me realize that which is cool because I don't put much thought into my morning routine. I'm on autopilot. I know what I need to do and I do it. So then my mental bandwidth, my mental capacity can go elsewhere. I want to be more present. Obviously, that's what I've been talking about these past few videos, but I want to be more present. So this video is helping me do that. It helped me, instead of just going through each phase of my routine, it helped me. I had to stop and set up the camera and like actually get into what I was doing, like making this lime water or setting up my face plunge, which I do every day. But these are things that I'm just doing autopilot, and I just want to be more present when it comes to that. But that's my morning routine. I wake up, I move first thing, but I haven't even looked at my phone yet. Only thing I've done on my phone was set up the timer. Usually, if I were to grab my phone, I'm hopping on Twitter or something. And that, or no matter what social media you get on, if you're hopping on the socials when you first wake up, those are other people's thoughts in your head before you even formed a thought for yourself. So I think that's important. If y'all take away anything just from this video, just hold off on grabbing your phone. Just wake up, start what you have to do, and get your phone later. Social's not going anywhere, but it's very important that you wake up and get into your own head before you have or let other people, their opinions and thoughts and everything jump into your head before you can even form your own opinion or thought about how you even slept. Hmm. This obviously isn't my normal morning routine or something I do often. But last night I was on the couch. It's like 8 p.m. I was on the couch editing, and I was like, I'm gonna go to the mountain and do a sunrise hike, catch the sunrise tomorrow. And that's what I decided to do. I woke up, I set my alarm for 4:15 this morning. It went off. I looked at it. I didn't negotiate. I did not negotiate. I looked at it, turned it off, and got up. I only live 5 minutes from the mountain, from this mountain. One, I should be coming here more often because I live 5 minutes from this, and it makes no sense that I'm not experiencing this more often. So I'm gonna try to incorporate that at least every weekend, if not every other weekend. But nah, I'm actually happy I did that because it's always relaxing doing stuff like that. But I got up there around 5. It was like close to 5ish. I got up there and I was the only one up there, and it was dark. It was quiet. It was just nice. I was sitting up there in silence. Really, it must have been a field trip. It had to have been a field trip. It was like 50 teenagers, loud as hell. But I heard them saying like Mr. and Mrs. to adults, so I'm assuming it was a field trip. And I was kind of irritated at first. But then I took a step back and realized the environment I was in. One, I'm in public, like relax, chill. And two, I was like, you know what? I'm happy to see these kids out here at 5 a.m. on a hike catching the sunrise. The fact that they're up that early doing something productive, doing something good for themselves. I was like, you know what? Let me take a step back and stop being a buster. But that was nice to experience, and it was nice to experience myself, pull myself out of that. That's some hating shit. I'm sorry, that's some hating shit. But all in all, it was a solid morning. Nice, chill, serene, and that's a good way to start a Saturday.